Why, hello there, Angela. And hello there, viewers. Welcome to Lobotomy Corporation, Day 25. Are you discovering the scars carved to your manager? There is something I didn't tell you when we first met. The Saphiras definitely wanted to meet you. They admired you and followed you. But at the same time, they wanted you to be swallowed up in resentment and curses. So please be careful. To be honest, you don't have to pay much attention to it. All I'm saying is that you can go back to your normal daily routine. It's no big deal for me to cover the empty spots if some Saphiras go mad. But then you will lose it forever. The seed that can sever the ties. Yasad, you feel nothing about this? Try drinking some echinephrine. Close your eyes and open again. I'm glad that you're not as weak as yet, the Saphiras. It is important to keep a clear head in any situation. Gabriel, why are you scratching yourself like that? I think that was A. Didn't say. Seeing as we've met again, you must have completed your tasks, manager. I'd give you a compliment if I didn't have so much work to do. The information team has a work they must do at specific periods. You must have realized there are some blanks in the abnormalities records. Among the tremendous amount of information that we gather, there are some that are off limits to employees for security reasons. The names of the employees are one of those information. All traces of them, what happened to them, and their gruesome deaths, their desperate will to live, all of that has been stripped from the records under the pretext of expunging information. I do not know what the criteria are for stripping the records. That is decided by other departments, not us. We only manipulate the information we receive per ordered. Isn't it funny? Smiling. What we do is destroy or manipulate information, but somehow, oh no, I skipped it. Fuck. Whenever I'm introduced as a Saphira of the information team, I sometimes feel something bubbling up inside of me. Yasad, did you receive the documents to expunge? You will get the employee list soon as well. Don't forget to be reviewed after you finish expunging the documents. Angela, what do you think it means to remember someone's name? Why are you so emotional today? Maybe names are like marks for atypical existences to distinguish themselves from others. Someone might have named you Angela, having the same thought. Yasad, if you're too tired, take a break. I knew you would say that. Ellipses. Calling employees with their names is not recommended here. When employees enter the company, each one receives their own identification number. This allows the company to identify the minimum necessary information. We have their numbers in our data storage device. Malkuth did not call employees by their names from the beginning. Maybe she is the most ideal Saphira among us. I am not saying that it is appropriate for Malkuth to take all the pain as well. None of us do. What kind of bad taste is that, to lock us into a metal body and make us repeat our days endlessly? I'm talking to you. What's up with that blank expression? I heard you might be one of our designers. The only thing I could do here is remember the few names of the forgotten employees and despair endlessly, feeling sick of even a single breath of air. Are you having fun watching your guinea pigs? Ellipses. See, I told you, the inside has been rotting for a long time. Gabriel was more rational than anyone else. He was unmoved even after listening to what happened to Elijah. Some said he lacked empathy, but nobody knew he was festering in the inside. Maybe it started happening from a long ago, ever since Carmen something. Who's Carmen? He slowly became expressionless. He did not allow himself to even have paltry joys. He also could not stand having even a small part of his body being exposed. We made a monster that was not supposed to exist in this world. We came too far to go back. Huh? Do not let what Elijah did go in vain. Instead of taking time to grieve, everyone knew they needed to utilize this result to the fullest. He tried to remain level-headed, but his attempts became an obsession. He started to wear long-sleeved shirts that also covered his neck. Not much later, he started to scratch himself harshly. We suggested he receive a checkup to see whether he was contaminated or infected, but he refused. Health checkups were needed to prevent further damage. Persuasion became compulsion, and compulsion led to the use of physical force. He was tied up for the checkup, but resisted so violently that it was hard for us to watch him. Eventually, it turned out he was not infected at all. But was that really fortunate? No, it was not. He did not get any better. He kept scratching himself so badly, even worse. When I saw him last, he was not cognizant to what anyone said, and his body was covered in scratches. Nobody has seen him since then. Another one. That is hard. That is hard. A very common side effect when you first take echinephrine. It's like a light hallucination. It will disappear soon after 2 or 3 more times. Don't worry too much. For me, an employee whose face had half melted crawled to me and shook me, asking why I let her die. That was not a hallucination, Zach. Then what? Are you saying that dead employees are coming back to life? Unbelievable things happen here, so maybe it's possible for dead employees to come visiting as if nothing happened. It's not for me to say, but you don't look so good. Why don't you skip the meeting today? No, I can't. We have abnormality management training today. They need me. You're really something. I don't think there's another Sapphira who cares about their employees like you do. Right. Look, Tiffany, I was right. I'm a good person. A good Sapphira. Hello, employees. Today we are... Are you really still playing the good Sapphira? We will be performing abnormality management training today. How many times do I have to tell you? You're only a piece of sad scrap metal putting on a good person act. I want everyone to focus here. The abnormalities appearing today should be handled a little differently from other abnormalities. If you hoped that would ease your conscience, that's very selfish. From now, I will explain the method I devised. Listen carefully. At least other Sapphiras admit they're not perfect. Quiet! Oh, sorry. Where were we? Odd, I have a question. Yes, what is it? Do you think that this training makes any difference against that long bird? It seems that those who die are going to die, and those who will live will live. 3 of 3. It's better than doing nothing. At least we can prepare for something rather than helplessly wait to die. I think it's just luck. We feel more comfortable just preparing for death, accepting that we will die at any time while working. Just know this. You can't go to paradise no matter what you do. I'm doing these for all of you. Even the counseling campaign I'm doing. Now that you mention it, compulsory counseling campaign is too much. We would rather rest instead. Why is our department the only one with these programs? It will keep repeating itself. Live with an eternal sorrow and remorse that is metal scrap. In that metal scrap. All of you would be dead by now if I didn't help you. Why aren't you thanking me? Do you want me to get rid of you like Malkuth, even before you complain? Don't tell me I'm the bad one here. Are you finally admitting your awful nature? Tiffany, why are you doing this to me? I am not Tiffany. Look at me. Can you not distinguish your own voice anymore? Yes, are you still having the nightmare? Just keeps going, doesn't it? This is going to be an episode of just lore. I'd be fine with that, I suppose. I'd love to know what's going on in this game. I read Michael's suicide article when our experiment was showing some progress. Michelle was the youngest among us. She was timid, an innocent employee. It made her an easy target, or maybe it was fate to be used as a spy of the alert wing, or of the head. You didn't know it would happen. You never thought you would end us. You would have never believed that situation went worse than your intentions. You probably thought you did what you could do, that in this world there wasn't any other option. But Carmen was the person who was trying to change this world. The world you gave up to change. If we meet again in hell, will I forgive you then? Another one. Oh, is that all? We're not gonna get an Edsac one. Jesus, that was a lot of lore. Oof. That's alright. Hope y'all enjoyed me talking. Oh, hey look, we get a tutorial. The button won't show up if all Sapphire's episodes aren't cleared yet. Conditions not met button will show up if you receive a boss battle mission but didn't satisfy its conditions. You need to satisfy all conditions below to activate the boss battle button. When all conditions for boss battle are satisfied, the boss battle button at the top left will be activated. If you click on the boss battle button, employees in that department will be unregistered and conditions to clear the boss battle and handicaps will be shown. After clicking on the boss battle button, the previous start management button will be changed to suppress core button. Our first 3 boss battles. We have to do this one in order to do Nedzax. Are we gonna do that today? Should we do that today? I think we need a day to just take a break, to be honest. Because we have a lot of tidying up to do, if you will. So I think that's what today is going to be. I think today is just going to be tidying up. Because I want to get these 2 dealt with. And this dealt with. This finished. And these 2 named at the very minimum. Okay. Piper's H-E-H-E, Teth. Oh, the green stem is Vav. Well, Jeff, you're getting Vav armor. Look at you. Josh. Wait, Jeff can't have Vav armor. It's weak to white. Everyone down there needs to be good against white. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna give Jeff the magic bullet. Because it's really good against white. Not as good as Christmas, but it's better in other things as well. Piper. I'll give Piper the green stem, I guess. And we'll give... Sinatra can't be weak to white. Claire is already weak to white. This is less weak to white. So that means we have Bloody Desire. Alright, and then our weapon is Magic Bullet and Grinder. Grinder's better, so we'll give it to Claire. Can't even. He's maxed out on everything except Prudence. Just good. As long as your Temperance stays that, then we should be fine. Alright, everybody. How are we feeling? So, I think we're gonna do we're gonna do these the next 3 episodes, but today we're gonna just take a break. And I'm just gonna hire just a couple of randos to work on these. I'm gonna make him Orga is level 2. And I'm doing that so this doesn't kill him, because I think this takes and gives. And then this requires you to fight stuff. So I'll equip this one before we do an ordeal. Ugh, this is gonna go poorly, isn't it? Alright, here we go. Everything's normal. I don't know what this means. Fortitude was increased greatly during while it's worn. Oh, but if it doesn't take damage. Are you level? Oh wait, level. It's getting increased. That's right. So I know what happened there. You do red. So I'm gonna give Orga this, and then I'm gonna send her to work, him or her or whatever, to work with Forsaken Murder, because he does red damage, and she needs to take damage in order for it to do anything. That should be fine, right? No? Why? Why? Okay, I'll have someone else use it briefly. So that we can figure out everything it does, because I don't remember what it does at all. We got this a long time ago. I'm gonna figure out everything that it does. And then, what do you kind of damage? You do black. Information team. I gave it to... Is that McKenna? That is McKenna. Go McKenna. I don't know what the requirements are. Okay, we got the third. Will die if anything return is made when their HP has dropped. So does that mean if you're their low health, they can't return it? Let's see. She's full health now. No, she's not. Now return it. 123 of 90. Yep. Go. She might explode on the way there, because I think there's a time limit on when you take damage. But she's fine. She's fine. And we maxed it out. Wearer's HP isn't dropped after a certain amount of time has passed, the wearer will die. Perfect. So that's that taken care of. And now we're not going to touch it anymore. We lost 6 lobotomy points to figure that out. Perfect. What do you need? Insight. Stephan. And you need repression. With Piper. And you need insight with Josh. How'd you fail that? That annoys me. Okay, we're gonna retry the day. Here's why. We're gonna retry the day, and I'm gonna have Orga come use the Necronomicon. And we're gonna figure out everything about the Necronomicon, now that I understand how the bracelet works. Because the bracelet is easily taken care of. I just have to micromanage the hell out of it. This is not the last time we'll restart. We're starting several times because I gotta figure this out. Huh? What happened to you? Increase in prudence. I'm going to read it again. Prophecy of the skin. I'm going to read it again. But you didn't die. Which is the limit. Okay. $25. We've used it 4 times total. I'll have her use it one last time, and then we'll have her go use the bracelet. Unless she dies. Plus 60, Jesus. The more the employee reads, the more the employee becomes vulnerable to white damage. Interesting. 2.3 on white damage now. Well, I'm not too concerned. How much does it need for the final one? 7? Well, if that's the only downside, then it's pretty simple. What's the downside, though? Either 2 or 3. And so I think they've reached the cap, actually. Okay, yeah, we've reached the cap. Can't actually read this book, but die. Well, that's easy. Sorry, I'm being quiet. This is very intense. I don't care about this pawn. They don't exist. They're fake. But I do want to get this dealt with, and the Heart of Aspiration. And I want to save Orga so we can throw her into the singing machine if we need to. Please don't die. Whew. Alright. That worked. Don't grab that. Let's work now. Because... Ooh, Jesus. Okay, so insight and repression are perfectly fine. And you're gonna get it bad, aren't you? Of course you are. We are playing with fire so hard right now. This is terrifying. This is pretty much a day ender, and this is a game ender. A pretty consistent game ender. Hello, Blue Star. You are an Aleph. Maximum dangery. Oh, God. Alright. And because now we know that this is an Aleph, I can tell you this is an Aleph. I'm not really all too comfortable working this again, but I'm gonna. Since he got a 27, and that is peak on normal. I think he can handle it. We're not gonna work the apple again, though. So he needs to get at least a 7. So it's probably really hard to fail this. Blue Star is really good. Like, really good. Some of the best armor and weapon in the game. I can't tell you about this one because we don't know yet. Sorry. We'll have Leticia send us off. Okay, I don't know. You need attachment, I believe, right? Right? I keep asking myself this every time. Can Josh handle it? Please. And then we need someone to come use this. I don't know where Orga is, but we'll have her come use it again, I guess. And I have to micromanage this. Fail. Were you melting? Was Resulta melting down? And I missed it? Well, I want to complete both in the same day. Gotta be kidding me. Well, that's going to be the end of this episode. It was mostly lore and trial and error, and just learning how the abnormalities that we have in our facility work, and that's fine. We're going to have days like that. Now you know that we have an A left. We have Blue Star. So, yay. But that's the end of today's episode. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.